Let me tell you right from the start, for your own good. Just being kind is not enough to survive in this world. If you think you can achieve success by just being a good person, you are living in a fantasy. Therefore, you can skip this video. How many times have you felt that people are using you? How many times have you done the right thing but received neither recognition nor respect, and instead were ignored or used? You were taught that being good is enough, that honesty and decency are always valued. But the reality is something else entirely. The world doesn't reward goodness. It rewards those who know how to play their cards cleverly. Today, we will understand just that. How we can change ourselves into a Machiavellian personality. Why not start from the beginning? Machiavelli spoke of a truth that most people ignore. Human nature, which is selfish, unstable, and ruthless when necessary. In The Prince, he clearly stated that morality without cunning becomes a weakness. Goodness without strategy becomes a trap. Now, tell me, how many times have you been caught in this trap? Think about the people you look up to, those who have achieved great things. Did they get there solely on the strength of their good intentions? No! They got there because they learned to play behind the curtains when the time came. Because they understood that morality is not an obstacle, but a tool. Knowing when to show it and when to hide it determines whether you are the player or a pawn in someone else's hand. The problem is not that you are good. The problem is that you don't know how to protect yourself. You think that other people are playing by the same rules as you are? But that's not the case. This world is filled with wolves hidden behind the masks of friends. Predators who can take advantage of you when the opportunity arises. Those who can spot naivety from a distance have already made you an easy target, and you haven't even realized it. This is where Machiavelli gives you an option. Intelligent kindness. This isn't about becoming a master manipulator, nor is it about betraying your principles. It's about understanding that kindness must be paired with a deep understanding of reality. It's about learning the art of reading people's nature, of sensing their intentions in advance, of knowing when to trust and when to be cautious. Machiavelli said, "It is better to be feared than loved." What have you chosen? Fear or love? Of course, you chose 4 people to love you, to accept you, to like you. But tell me, what did you get from it? Neither respect nor power. What you got was the knowledge that people can take advantage of you for no reason. Because kindness without power does not earn respect, but pity. Make no mistake, I am not saying you should stop being good. I am saying that you should be good, but not naive. Understand that the world doesn't reward decent people. It rewards clever people. True morality comes not from surrendering, but from creating a balance between ethics and practicality. Machiavelli taught that image is everything. It's not just about who you really are, but also about how people see you. If you appear weak, people will treat you as weak. If you appear powerful, people will give you respect. How many times have you let others disrespect you simply because you were afraid of losing them? How many times have you stayed silent for such reasons, only to realize later that you lost more than you gained? This isn't about becoming ruthless, but about being strategic. The real key is knowing when to take a step, when to speak, when to retreat, and when to strike. Kindness is a strength if it is used correctly, but if it is not kept in check, it becomes your greatest weakness. The biggest mistake of good people is to believe that the world values a good heart. No, the world values power. Kindness is respected only when it comes with strength. If you don't have power, your kindness means nothing. Machiavelli will teach you just that. Don't be an innocent sheep in the crowd when the world is full of wolves. Don't let your morality become your weakness. Real morality is not surrender, but wisdom. It's not just about adapting to circumstances, but about the art of controlling situations according to your will. Just think, how long will you let the world walk all over you? How long will you remain a victim of your own naivety? I am not telling you to stop being good. Rather, I am saying that you should embrace goodness in a way that benefits you as well. Learn to walk behind the curtain when necessary. Understand when to smile and when to show your teeth. Because this world is not fair. But you can learn its rules and play the game while still remaining true to your principles. Machiavelli didn't write The Prince to teach you to be evil, but to teach you how to survive. So now, tell me, will you continue to live in the illusion that goodness alone is enough? Or will you start to embrace true wisdom? Now comes a principle that very few people understand: the perception of power. It's not enough to be powerful. You must also know how to appear powerful. It's not enough to be intelligent. You must also know how to demonstrate your intelligence. In this world, how people see you matters more than reality. Think about how many times you have seen an incompetent person get ahead of a capable one. How many times have you seen a clever person reach great heights, while a hardworking and honest person remains stuck in the same place? This is no coincidence. People never embrace your goodness. They only pretend to like you. But do you know who people respect? Powerful people, those with money and power. Even if you don't have power, if you can even pretend to have it, people will start respecting you. Machiavelli understood this perfectly. It's not just about what you actually are, but about what people perceive you to be. Image is everything. An insecure leader can never inspire confidence, no matter how competent they are. An employee who doesn't make themselves seen will never get a promotion, no matter how capable they are. A man or woman who cannot establish their value can never become a center of attraction, no matter how much they have to offer. Do you still want to be the person who anyone can read, anyone can use, or the person who can easily control others for their own benefit? Because goodness without strategy is just a way to destroy yourself. This world will not change its rules for you. Therefore, you must learn the rules that actually work, not the ones you were taught. And if you do this correctly, for the first time, instead of being a victim of the system, you will join the ranks of those who control it. You and your emotions were controlled. This is the mistake that most people repeat time and again. They cannot control their anger, frustration, and impulses, and for this reason, they become puppets in the hands of others. Machiavelli explained that true power belongs to the person who can control their emotions, who can keep the other person within their boundaries instead of getting caught in the other person's web themselves. A person who cannot control their emotions can be easily manipulated by any clever individual. And now, you face the biggest question. Will you just listen to this and forget it? Or will you apply it to your life? To control people, you can adopt a few steps. Add a little mystery to your conversation. Remember, people can never easily understand someone whose words are like a mystery, and that person can easily control others. Control the habit of speaking more than necessary. People are easily attracted to a person who speaks less. A very good example of this is Thomas Shelby, who is difficult for people to understand. He prefers to speak as little as possible, but whenever he does speak, people are easily caught in his words. Learn to remain calm instead of reacting under the influence of emotions. Learn to stay calm by controlling your emotions. A great example of this is Ayanokoji Kiyotaka, who has mastered the art of controlling his emotions. Retreat at the right time and silently watch and understand people. You must know when to step back and when to take up arms. And along with that, you must also understand people. You should never be a player in the game. You should be the one who makes the rules of the game so that you can easily control people.